Hey everyone, so nice to see you all. Thank you for checking in today. I know it's exciting for a lot of you guys starting school, especially Frisco ISD starting in person schooling tomorrow. I know Allen ISD started today or yesterday. Plano is starting around the same time too. I think a lot of us are going back in person. But anyhow, I'm praying for you all and hope that you will have a great start at school, physically being there. Today, I just want to start us off by asking who was one of the most talented people you knew in school and what happened to that person? You might have heard people say, what a shame, he had so much potential and he has really wasted his talent. And we heard it said of athletes, young scholars, or artists, or singers, or other talented people, right? In a similar way, Jesus has more than head shaking for those who do nothing with their God-given talents. And in Matthew 25, Jesus uses a story about investing to convince his listeners that when God gives us an asset, he expects us to invest in it. As you read this biblical text, consider how you are investing the resources that God has entrusted to your care, right? Read with me in Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 to 29. Again, it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them. To one he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and to another 1 bag, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey. The man who had received 5 bags of gold went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 bags more. So also the one with 2 bags of gold gained 2 more. But the man who had received 1 bag went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who had received 5 bags of gold brought another 5 bags. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 5 bags of gold. See, I have gained 5 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. The man with 2 bags of gold also came. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 2 bags of gold. See, I have gained 2 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. Then the man who had received 1 bag of gold came. Master, he said, I knew that you are a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown and gather where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here is it's what belongs to you. His master replied, you wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. Well then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers, so that when I return, I would have received it back with interest. So take the bag of gold from him, give it to the one who has 10 bags, for whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. You see, in the parable of bags of gold, Jesus gave his disciples a picture of our own service to God. The master entrusted 3 of his servants with money to invest. In a similar way, God entrusts us with skills, money, time, and other resources. The master gave each servant only as much money as he felt the servants could handle, and God gives us only what we can handle. Contrary, the master rewarded those who invested his money. In a similar way, God rewards us when we employed his gifts in his service. And lastly, the master punished the servant who hid his money instead of investing it. And God takes it away, what we refuse to use. You see, God has given each person many talents and other resources to use for his service. What has God given you to glorify him? Better yet, if Jesus, our master, were to come back today, to return today, what would he say about the way you have used what he gave you? You know, today I want to encourage you to find ways to invest those gifts by serving him and the people he loves. He will ensure a good return. You know, again, as usual, I would love to hear from you. Leave your comments below. Hit us with like, share, or subscribe, and definitely the notifications bell for future updates. God bless you all. Have a great week. See you next time. Bye-bye.